Good morning, class 10th. Today, our topic is respiration. Respiration, we can say it is a biochemical process in which the breakdown of organic compound take place. Okay, means to say that in this process, subsequent release of energy inside a living cell. Okay, means to say that there is only the production of energy for the overall process in the body, like the C6H12O6, you know about that. C6H12O6, this is the glucose with the help of oxygen. Means I told you about that the respiration is a biochemical process in which the oxidation process is taking place. So with the help of this oxidation process we get energy inside a living cell. So you can see that glucose and oxygen in the presence of many enzymes, there is release of carbon dioxide and water and energy. Okay, energy इन फॉर्म ऑफ ATP. ATP अभी हम इसमें रीड करेंगे अपनी बुक में. ATP इज द एनर्जी करेंसी. मीन्स टू से दैट ATP इज द एडिनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट. इन दिस फॉर्म द एनर्जी इज स्टोर इन अवर बॉडी. ओके, नाउ लेट स्टार्ट. मीन्स टू से द ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ ग्लूकोज. The oxidation of glucose is not as simple as it appears. You can see that there is oxidation of glucose and carbon dioxide, water and energy. It is not so simple as you can see in this reaction. In fact, it involves a series of stepwise complex biochemical reaction. Okay, these reactions occurs under the action of several respiratory enzymes. That's why I write here the enzymes. Means to say that glucose and the oxidation of glucose are taking place in presence of some enzyme. Okay, so these enzyme also play an important role in the oxidation of glucose. Okay, and the energy released in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, and this ATP is storehouse of energy, means energy currency for the organism at the time of need. Whenever we need some energy, then it present in the form of ATP. Okay, and overall this process of respiration occurs in the mitochondria. In 9th class you read about the mitochondria in the cell lesson. Mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell. Okay, and this respiration process is dividing in two manners. I can say that first, that is breathing. In this process we are just inhaling and exhaling the oxygen and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Okay, while the second is gaseous transport to tissue. Okay, gaseous transport to tissue. So breathing and gaseous transport to tissue. In breathing, it is a physical process in which the atmospheric air is taken in and flows out of lungs. In breathing, as you know about that, we are taking oxygen inside our lungs and releasing carbon dioxide to outside. Okay, microorganism and some other lower animal absorb oxygen by simple process of diffusion. This diffusion, the exchanging of gaseous distribution from atmosphere. So while in the higher animal we are using our nose and lungs. And the second is gaseous transport to tissue. The oxygen inhaled by breathing, we are in breathing, inhaling the oxygen, and that oxygen is absorbed by the blood in the lungs, and then the red blood cell carry oxyhemoglobin to all the tissues of the cell of the body by arteries. This carbon dioxide from tissue is carried out by the lungs to the blood, and in this way it will come outside by the respiratory tract. Okay, now let us start. Just I introduce you how we have to read about the respiration. Let us start. We have discussed nutrition in organism in the last section. The food material taken in during this process of nutrition is used in cell to provide energy for various life process. In the last topic we read about that how the digestive enzyme, our digestive tract, our digestive organ try to do the work for important work for breaking the complex molecules into simpler one, and after that the protein is breaking down in their simpler part, the fat into fatty acid, as all you know about that. And after that diverse organisms do this in different ways. Some use oxygen to break down glucose completely into carbon dioxide and water. Some use other pathways that do not involve oxygen. In all cases, the first step is the breakdown of glucose. First of all these phenomena, we have to break down. In respiration, we have to break down the glucose. After that, the different way to get energy from the glucose. So, first of all, the main phenomena is that to break down the glucose. So, the first step is the breakdown of glucose. Glucose, a 6 carbon molecules into a 3 carbon molecule called pyruvate. Okay, so first in all the phenomena, glucose have to break down in pyruvate. Okay, it is a 6 carbon molecule, while the pyruvate is the 3 carbon molecules. So this process takes place in the cytoplasm. Further, the pyruvate may be converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide. This process takes place in yeast during fermentation. If we are studying in respiration in microorganism, okay, then the breaking down of glucose into pyruvate, and then pyruvate convert into ethanol and carbon dioxide, okay, by the process of fermentation. Since this process takes place in the absence of air, there is no oxygen is present, so it is called anaerobic respiration. If there is a question appear what is anaerobic respiration, then you have to give answer that in the absence of oxygen, the diffusion process by yeast are known as anaerobic respiration. Means that type of respiration where is oxygen is absent is known as anaerobic respiration. Okay, breakdown of pyruvate using oxygen takes place in the mitochondria. Means to say, here you have read about that the breaking down of 6 carbon molecule into a 3 carbon molecules called pyruvate, and this process takes place in the cytoplasm. Here it is again write down that breakdown of pyruvate using oxygen take place in the mitochondria. Okay, this process break up the 3 carbon pyruvate molecule to give 3 molecules of carbon dioxide. The other product is water. Since this process takes place in the presence of carbon dioxide. Okay. Oh, sorry. This process breaks up the 3 carbon pyruvate molecule to give 3 molecules of carbon dioxide, and the other product is water. Since this process takes place in the presence of air, not carbon dioxide, in the presence of air, that's mean oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. The release of energy in this aerobic process is a lot greater than the anaerobic process. Means to say, if the respiration taken place in the presence of oxygen, then there is a lot amount of energy is released comparatively to anaerobic respiration. Look at the diagram. There you can see the glucose that is breaking down into pyruvate, and pyruvate that is again breaking down into when the absence of oxygen is present there, then ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy, and in the absence of oxygen, or we can say that lack of oxygen, then lactic acid and energy is releasing, and if the oxygen is present, then carbon dioxide, water and energy is releasing. A lot amount of energy is released here. In the absence of oxygen, that is in yeast. In the presence of oxygen, that is to be held in the mitochondria, while in lack of oxygen in our muscle cell. Let me read about that. When there is a lack of oxygen in our muscle cell, another pathway for the breakdown of pyruvate is taken. Here, the pyruvate is converted into lactic acid, which is also a 3-carbon molecule. Okay, this build up a lactic acid in our muscles during sudden activity cause cramp. Whenever the absence of oxygen, then the product is ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. The first step is already that the breaking down of glucose into pyruvate, but the second step in absence of that is depend on the oxygen. If there is absence of oxygen, then ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. If there is lack of oxygen, then that there is lactic acid and energy. While the presence of oxygen, the product is carbon dioxide, water and a lot amount of energy. Absence of oxygen taking place in yeast, lack of oxygen in our muscle scrum, while the presence of oxygen in mitochondria. I hope you understand all these things. Okay, bye bye.